Two students disappear without a trace. No signs of struggle. No goodbye message. Nothing. Then, days later, a body is found, stuffed inside a trash bag. And the most disturbing part? The person who reported them missing might already know everything. This is a story out of Tampa, Florida. It starts like many college stories do. Shared housing, late nights, and quiet routines. But within days, that normal life turns into a full-scale investigation. And what police uncover raises more questions than answers. The victims were two graduate students. Young. Focused. Building their future. They lived together with a third roommate. Someone they trusted. Someone they saw every single day. At first, nothing seemed unusual. Until they suddenly stopped showing up. April 16th. That's the last confirmed sighting. No texts. No calls. No social media activity. For students in today's world, that silence is loud. Friends noticed first. Then concern turned into fear. But here's where things get strange. The roommate didn't report them missing right away. Instead, days passed. And when questioned, his answers didn't quite line up. Investigators started digging. Phone records, surveillance footage, online activity, and what they found shifted the entire case. Search history. Simple words, but deeply disturbing ones. How to dispose of a body. How long before decomposition starts? These weren't random searches. They were specific, timed, and they were made right after the students disappeared. At that moment, this was no longer a missing persons case. It became something much darker. Police now believed they weren't looking for answers. They were looking for a crime scene. Days later, near a bridge outside the city, authorities discovered something. A trash bag, discarded near the water. Inside, human remains. The area was quickly sealed off. Forensics teams moved in. And soon, confirmation came. One of the missing students had been found. For the family, hope turned into grief overnight. But the nightmare wasn't over. Because the second student was still missing. Detectives returned to the apartment. They searched everything. Every room. Every surface. Looking for anything that could explain what happened behind closed doors. And all attention pointed back to one person. The roommate. The last known person to see them alive. The one with suspicious searches. And the one whose story kept changing. Neighbors described him as quiet. Reserved. Nothing out of the ordinary. Which, in cases like this, is often what makes it more unsettling. Investigators began reconstructing the timeline. April 16th, last sighting. Hours later, online searches begin. Days later, no report filed. And then, a body appears. Eventually, police had enough. The roommate was taken into custody. But even then, key details remained unclear. What exactly happened inside that apartment? Was this planned? Or something that escalated out of control? And most importantly, where is the second victim? Search teams expanded their efforts. Nearby water, wooded areas, surrounding neighborhoods. Every possible location was being checked. Meanwhile, digital evidence became critical. Messages, search patterns, deleted files. In today's world, your phone often tells the story you don't. Experts began analyzing behavior. Those searches weren't panic-driven. They were calculated, which raises a chilling possibility. Was this thought out in advance? The campus community was shaken. Students who once felt safe now questioned everything. How could something like this happen? So close to home? Families spoke out, asking for answers, demanding justice, holding on to the smallest hope that the second victim could still be found. As of now, the case is still developing. Charges have been filed, but the full story has not yet been revealed. And that's what makes this case so unsettling. We know what was found. We know who's in custody. But we still don't know everything that happened. 2 students, 1 apartment, and a series of events that spiraled into something unthinkable. Was there a motive? A conflict? Something hidden beneath the surface? Or is this one of those cases where the truth is darker than expected? Because sometimes the most dangerous person isn't a stranger. It's the one you share your space with. And somewhere out there, there's still a missing piece, a missing person, a missing answer, waiting to be found. If you found this case disturbing, you're not alone. And as more details come out, this story may take even darker turns. Stay aware. Stay curious. Because the truth is still unfolding.